Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Nomad Travel Adventures. This is Simon, and it is currently 6:30 and I just arrived into Delhi. We just left Marie and now I'm going to continue my adventures here in India, so I'm really excited. I'm not really sure what I have planned, but right now I'm just going to go to my hostel and get settled. That way I can figure out what the plan is going to be. I mean, I have an overall idea of what we're going to do, which is basically we're going to be doing the Golden Triangle, which will be New Delhi, Agra, and then Jaipur. So stay tuned. I will catch up with you after I probably take a nap and then just get settled into my hostel. Made it to Delhi, but with no sleep. I just wanted to get some shut-eye and get some more energy before I went about exploring the street jungles of this chaotic city. Settling into my colorful hostel, I took a quick nap. Hey guys, welcome back. So I got my nap as I told you. Now we're getting ready to actually go to Red Fort. I'm gonna probably grab something to eat while I'm there, and then hopefully, as you can see, like I'm in this really busy part of Delhi, so there's quite a lot of commotion going on. It's really kind of overwhelming. I mean, ambulances, buses, tons of people. It's crazy, man, but this is Delhi, so. And so I went forth into my next adventure, wandering for the first time through the crowded streets of New Delhi. Color and chaos collided as the path was not clear, and I had strayed into a frenzy of goods being sold at a nearby market. Okay guys, so as you can see, I'm like by a marketplace right now. Basically I was walking down the street and you really just have to be careful because the motorcycles will just go on the sidewalk and they'll just like honk at you. But then I was walking towards this place that I was going to, and suddenly I stumbled upon like this, I don't know what it is. It looks like a temple of some sort. So we're just gonna stop by just to check it out. Trying to get through the clash of street food, clothes, and other items being sold proved to be harder than expected. The insane amount of people made it anything but boring, and the sights? Pretty awesome if you ask me. Shoes were not allowed, so of course I had to take mine off, and then I made my way inside. Okay guys, so it's pretty awesome. I'm inside. It's actually a mosque. As you can see, like I'm right behind it. It's pretty giant. I actually was wearing shorts when I came in, so they made me like put this like, I don't know if you can see that, but it's like a cloth thing. And now I'm covered and my legs are covered, and you also have to take your shoes off. So I think they're local tourists. They're like, oh, will you take a selfie with us? So I was like, that's weird. I don't look like I'm foreign enough to be taking selfies, but apparently I do, so. I would later come to find out that I had stepped into Jama Masjid, Delhi's principal mosque, a place where the city's Muslims traditionally gathered for prayer. So it was time to head back towards the place I had originally intended to visit, the Red Fort. Okay, so we just got done seeing the Red Fort, as you guys saw. I actually was kind of getting harassed by this guy. He was just like, hey, how are you? And I just responded, and all of a sudden I was getting like a tour guide to Old Delhi, which is right behind me. There's a ton of people right now. I think I'm just going to take you through Old Delhi, get some footage of that. The food does look really good though, and I am starting to get hungry, so who knows, maybe we might get some street food on the way. My arrival to Old Delhi proved to be more violent than anything I had experienced, since one of the first things I saw was a street crowd beating up some guy. I had to get away, so I ventured further inside the streets of Old Delhi, where I started to get a little more hungry.
couldn't just stop anywhere, so I went on a search, and then I found it. I needed something that was juicy and crispy, that could satisfy my need for something a little more familiar, and nothing sounded better at that moment than fried chicken.
Okay guys, so I got really hungry on the way, and you guys saw how they were making that chicken. It just looked so good. Street food here seems to be like a really big thing. I did see some restaurants that looked pretty cool, but I don't think we're gonna try those right now. I am actually starving, so I'm gonna try some of this chicken. Really, it feels like I got the chicken breast, so you can get different pieces of the chicken, but as you can see here, it's almost like chicken nuggets or chicken strips. So I would say this is probably the Indian version of that. So I'm gonna try that. Oh my gosh, it's very juicy. This is incredible. I think they season it super well. It's almost got like a spicy kick to it. Just probably one of the better things I've tried here. I love chicken, so.
After my chicken run, I needed something to wash it down, so I went for something that was like an Indian soda.
It's actually not really my favorite at all. Okay guys, so you got to see a little bit of the Old Delhi area. There was one really scary moment where basically everyone just started running to this one spot. They were actually beating this guy up. I don't know what was going on. This really like kind of broke my heart actually, so I had to just get away from there. Now we're gonna go to Humayun's tomb, and that's quite a bit of a walk. It's an hour and 40 minutes, so I might take a tuk-tuk in between the walk or something.
After possibly one of the scariest and longest tuk-tuk trips, seriously, the traffic was the worst, even by India's standards. It was time to get to what was probably my favorite place to visit while I was there. Humayun's tomb. This had been my favorite mostly because it was a more chill part of Delhi, and although there were tourists, it wasn't as crowded as some of the places I had been to earlier. The architecture was really amazing, and I finally began seeing a different side of Delhi. This wasn't just an overcrowded city with lots of pollution. This was a historical place where I would get lost exploring it until sundown. It was huge with so many different parts to it, and each part was more impressive than the last. This was the perfect place to end an eventful day in New Delhi. And after meeting a fellow traveler, we decided it was time to end the night by grabbing some delicious dinner. Delhi had been a blast.
Hey guys, welcome back. It has been a crazy busy day. I mean, Delhi is quite something else. It was just very overwhelming because everyone is trying to sell you something. 2 different people become my tour guides even though I asked them not to show me around, and then they asked me for money. It was just quite exhausting. So we're probably just gonna go ahead and do the Taj Mahal tomorrow and stay the night there, and then I'm gonna go to Jaipur after that. This is the plan. You never know, it could always change. This is India after all. It is quite late, so I do have to get some sleep. We'll catch you tomorrow morning.
Like my videos? Subscribe for more.